Hello, what's up? It's Felicity and you're watching HWY Behind the Records episode number 34. So this week we're gonna dive into scenes on the analog rhythm, and this basically gives us the option to modulate certain sounds when you press a pad, and this gives us the option to build different sections where we adjust the sounds to give a different vibe. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the analog rhythm. Alright, this week we're gonna look into the scenes in the analog rhythm, and to show you this I just have the basic kick here, and I just have everything else unmuted. And here you can see this has a rather long amplitude. That's because it also has a rumble behind it, and also the part of the sample is playing with the rumble here. Now when we go to scenes, I basically have different scenes where I adjusted this kick here. When I press function and this pad and keep it holded, you can see that the amplitude is lower. If I would change it now, it would basically save that, but I don't want to do that. Let's go back to 11 here, and then the kick basically goes from the normal amplitude to this, where it just is a short amplitude. And this allows me to have a different style in the track. So if I have this, and I add all this stuff in, I can still add a little bit more to the beat when I remove this scene and drop it. So for this kit I basically created 3 scenes. The first one is here with the shorter amplitude. Then the second one also has a high pass filter to the shorter amplitude. And in the third scene, you can see it here, again I also have the high pass amp, but I also added a little bit delay and reverb to have more build up vibes. So if I go from here to again to the basic scene, it feels a little bit more like a drop, and now also with the delay and the reverb, it also fits more into the drop with the rumble. So if I would wanted to create a new scene, I can just press here on the scene, and you have to see that here it shows also scene, otherwise you have to press function and the pads. Then I can go to the track that I want to change basically, and let's say it's this hi-hat here. So let's just quickly unmute this here, you can hear it. And here now when I'm in this scene here, I can basically say, okay, let's do a low pass filter and do a little bit more resonance and maybe a little bit delay. So the thing about scenes is that you can just have one scene active, and here I added another scene where I have the low pass filter on the hi-hats, but if I activate that, all the other settings from the other scenes go away. So here again the kick is then normal. If I wanted to change that, I would basically add in those settings also in this filter. So when I'm here, I can just go like this, and then we basically have the same thing. Then we can go from here to... Alright, here on the analog rhythm I have my scenes uploaded, so I can just transition in between them. Here on the MPC I still have all the different voices and the instruments. And yeah, being full on honest, this is all my first try doing all this stuff, so yeah, it might sound a little bit experimental, let's say it like this. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna practice a lot more, but I first want to get all those videos done so I can practice in peace, and just focus on creating stuff and also sounds that mix a little bit better with each other. But for now that's just what we're gonna work with. I also tried to use the MPC this week a little bit differently, where I just have 1 or 2 voices playing and focusing more on the drums and keeping it simple over there, and also not too much with the mixer because it's all a little bit overwhelming yet. And yeah, let's just get started. let's try this again. Alright, yes, this is another jam. Yeah, the scenes really helped with some of the transitions. As always, I need to practice a lot more and get used to it. But yeah, I felt like after a few iterations, yeah, it kind of got where I wanted it to be. But yeah, this is like still a lot overwhelming, but it's fun. Like I really enjoy it, and yeah, we're gonna continue adding on stuff. Next week we're gonna add in the performance pads, which is similar to the scenes, but they're more like velocity sensitive and more like temporary. But more on that next week. As always, make sure to check out this week's track of the Unofficial Summer Mixtape Volume 2. Every Saturday at 4:20 p.m. a new track drops. This week's track is going to be from mkII, so make sure to check his track out. And yeah, until then, have a nice week, enjoy the sun, go outside, do a little bit something, and then yeah, see you next week. Bye!